Torian Johnson. I like to help people tell their stories, and this is TJ Talks, the podcast. I got up early today, accidentally started my day with coffee instead of tea, and I'm a little bit hyper, so forgive me if I'm all over the place, but we got to get this done. By the time you are seeing this, my Valentine portrait special is finished or over. Hopefully you booked in advance. I didn't tell people that part, but you'd be surprised how many people have been afraid to contact me. I am open to a lot, and this is what I say to artists all over the place. Be open to contacting people. My phone has a voicemail. Leave a voicemail. I do get back to you. Text me. Both numbers. I do get back to you. Email me. I always get back to you. Might not be immediate as the other ones, but I will get back to you. Communication. Closed mouths don't get fed. But that's not even what I wanted to talk about this week. I touched on branding in December. And while I was working this month, or the last 3 weeks on this special, I was learning about me and my brand. While I started the fortnight a lot earlier than I remembered, it dawned on me. I was thinking brand way back. You know what? I'm over here speaking vaguely. I can tell you all this. I started the Fortnights productions in May of 2008. May of 2008. That means this year, come May, I've been in business for 13 years. That surprised me thoroughly. I've been saying 10 plus for years, but I've been thinking about my brand well over 12 years ago. And I touched on this in December about the logo does not make your brand. I have been building this brand up for well over a decade. And I said it then, and I'm going to say it again today. Your brand is you. Your brand is your work ethic. Your brand is your consistency. Your brand is your word. I would like to say I've been the same person over this entire stretch of time. I've only gotten better technical wise. And I can definitely say in the last few months, I've gotten better business wise. So I've always been good with the camera. I'm now good with numbers. Okay, I won't say that I'm the best, but I'm better with numbers, that's for sure. And with that, I learned over the course of this special, if some people don't know the number, they automatically price themselves off as if they can't afford me. Branding. I like to help people tell their stories. Say that one more time. Torian Jonathan. I like to help people tell their stories. I like to help people tell their stories. I came up with that, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, and stuck with it. That is what I want to do. That is what I aim to do every time I pick up that camera back there. There's a case full of my other work cameras, and that case over there is full of all my retired cameras, which I said, I want to say 2 weeks ago, that my first camera was a T3i, said T3i, with a battery grip. I used Living Daylights of it with the kit lens still. Upgraded that after I realized I liked a certain look and I was still learning about light, didn't know that much about light then. So then I upgraded to a full frame camera, 5D Mark III. This is still some people's workhorse. I just moved over to Sony because I like the way Sony gives me a nice dynamic range and the image doesn't get mushy. So it was a natural upgrade from this. Still good. I just like Sony's better. But I learned from those cameras. I learned all of the basics. I know all the technical, and I learned the most important part for at least this artist is understanding and challenging and getting the most out of people in front of said cameras. Not everybody can do this in front of the camera stuff. I'm learning that. And not everybody is comfortable being in front of the camera. I'm learning that. I'm not that comfortable in front of a camera either. I just got over it real quick because you have to. If you are the face of your business, you are your business. You are your brand. Say that one more time. You are your business. You are your brand. Unless you want to pay somebody else to be the face, but then they are your business. They are your brand. That doesn't even sound right to me. But you are your business. You are your brand. With that in mind, as long as I've been doing this, I learned I like capturing people and helping them tell their stories. That's how I got to that catchphrase. I say it every time, and I've internalized it ever since I sat down, looked myself in the mirror and said, "Who are you?" I legitimately looked in my mirror. It's like 3 in this room. I'm not vain, I promise you. It just happened that way. There's 3 mirrors in here. I looked in my mirror in my bathroom and said, "Who are you? What do you want to do? You are an artist, but you're also a business. What are you selling?" I personally am selling, helping others tell their stories. I love to help people tell their stories. I don't know any other way to put that. You have to sit down and analyze what you want to do. And this is speaking to all creatives, artists, business people. This is getting a little broad. Matter of fact, people, period. Everybody's selling something. Everybody has a side hustle nowadays just to get by. You have to sit down and analyze what you are doing. If you are always hustling, doing 50 different jobs, that is cute. But when do you get tired of hustling for others and start hustling for yourself? Sit down, look in the mirror. What do you want to do? And make money is not a title. No matter how many times people want to push it for you, make money is not a title. And this is not product placement. This isn't even Dunkin'. They didn't have my iced chai tea, so I made this at home. I'm just using the cup. Recycle. Honestly, I think mine tastes better anyway. Off topic. But brand. And tie this back into what I learned over these last 3 weeks. That not putting the price out there might have scared some people off, but it was intentional. Because if I put a price out there, some folks might not have said, okay, I don't think I can afford that. I don't think we can do this. I don't think we can do that. But then it also dawned on me that was me taking a risk. From what I've learned from business, you could put the price out there and be firm about it, but my price for this special was actually flexible. But you don't want to put flexible on ticket, because then you'd undermine the price that you do have on the ticket. My special started at $150 for 10 photos. Correction, $150 for 20 plus photos, 10 of which were going to be retouches. I was going to print off some of the photos based off what they wanted or what I really liked. And you got all these in a quick turnaround. Some people didn't realize I had this in mind, that it was definitely going to be within my company's turnaround range. Fun fact about the Fortnights. Before Fortnite existed, I had the Fortnights trademarked in Maryland back in 2010. So this has been a thing well before that game. But the Fortnights was a double entendre. One of my favorite MCs was Lupe Fiasco, and I didn't realize I did it until it was done. The Fortnights, a production company, started in Fort Washington, got most of our work done at night. That's already 2. I guess it makes it a triple entendre that my turnaround time was definitely within 2 weeks, a fortnight. I didn't realize that until I was working finally, that I really named my company the right way. We got most stuff done in a fortnight. For these photo shoots, I was honestly turning them around 14 hours from when I put them on my computer to work on them. So 14 days to 14 hours, either way, 14. What I learned along the way in regards to my brand, I prefer natural photos. But it's one of those things, you can only learn about yourself by doing the work. And that is another thing that adds into your brand. Whatever you're doing, you might not know what you're doing while you're doing it, but once you're in it, going through the motions, doing whatever you're doing, you'll find yourself. I've learned that that's one thing that all artists will only figure out by doing the work. You'll learn you only by doing it. If you go through the motions and consistently go through the motions, you will figure out a process that works for you. I'd have a feeling I've been talking too long. Hold up. Where we at? Oh, snap. Y'all just let me ramble. But let me get to the point. I think I talked about what I wanted to talk about. All right, make sure you're still rolling. Still rolling? Okay, cool. Tori and Jonathan, I like to help people tell their stories, and this is TJ Talks, the podcast. I hope I did not bore y'all with this conversation. I will be talking to y'all next week. Later.